Hi everybody, it's Stephen Brooke and welcome to my YouTube channel on architectural photography and composition. A little while ago I was watching a documentary on YouTube about Paul Cézanne and how he always returned to Aix-en-Provence where he lived. That was his spot where he painted. And I thought I wanted to share with you this idea that I had, that we should all find a special place, someplace that's meaningful to us that we can return to over and over again to practice our architectural photography. Let me back up for a second. The great alto saxophonist Charlie Parker was an absolute form giver in the world of jazz, in the world of music in general. But it was interesting when you look at what he played. He always went back to the 12-bar blues, a simple form, truly an American musical form. 12 bars, the chord changes come in pretty much the same places. And he went back to that form again and again and again to mine all that was possible in that form and then some. I've listed here, these are just a few of his compositions that were all based on this simple 12-bar blues. The 12-bar blues seems to be, when you analyze Charlie Parker's playing, this was his special place. This is where he went when he wanted to find the core of his expression. The great trumpeter Miles Davis, he was a wonderful ballad player. And one ballad in particular he played in clubs, he played it live, he played it on record, was My Funny Valentine. There was something about the nature of the chord changes, the melody, that appealed to him. And he played that song. He would play it sometimes three times in one night at a club. And he played it all the way through till a performance in 1964 at Town Hall, where arguably it was his greatest performance of My Funny Valentine in a live setting. And you can find that on YouTube. Just Google Miles Davis, My Funny Valentine, Town Hall 1964, and you will hear what is arguably maybe the best first chorus of a ballad ever recorded. But for a long time, My Funny Valentine was like Miles's special place. When you look at Claude Monet's paintings, he went back to the Rouen Cathedral dozens of times. Here are just a few. He went back and explored the Rouen Cathedral, the different forms of, the different kind of light that he saw. He went to almost, if you look at his paintings, he was almost in the same location, but he would go back and he painted in overcast days, he painted in sunny days, he painted late in the day. But that was a special place for him that he returned to time and time again to paint. Edgar Degas found his special place in the ballet, in the dance hall, and he loved painting ballet dancers. And so much of his work, his ideas, he used the ballet, the form of the dancers, individually and as a group, as his expression. This was a special place for Degas. And Paul Cézanne, again, as I mentioned at the start, he went back to Aix-en-Provence time and time again. It was where he was from. He always considered himself a Provençal. And he went back and painted this same area, same mountain, over and over and over again. Each painting was different. Each time of day was different. For him, that was his special place where he would go back to practice his art over and over and over again. We as architectural photographers, we're called on location all over the place. One day it's this job, one day it's that job, one day it's this interior, one day it's that interior. So we have to bring all of our skills to all of these sites. The wonderful thing about having your own special place is you don't have to think about where that is. All you need to do is to bring your heart, bring your soul, bring your skills and examine this special place for you, this place that has meaning. Examine it over and over again. Find something new. You may photograph it 10, 20, 30 times. The 31st time, you may see something that you've never seen before. There may be a play of light that you've never seen before. For me, this wonderful fountain is my go-to place. And it reminds me of when I lived in Rome, where I lived right near Santa Maria in Trastevere, and I lived right near the fountain there. And I shoot this fountain time and time and time again. So let me encourage you, if you don't already, have some meaningful place that you return to, a place that you can go to over and over again to practice your work. Maybe it's a building, maybe it's a garden, maybe it's an interior. In a previous video, I had discussed be your own client and having your interior spaces exactly the way you want them. Maybe there's a spot in your house that is worthy of you going back over and over again. But doing this has been really important for me. I don't have to think about where the fountain is. All I have to do is to see how the light is, what it's looking like, to know whether or not I want to grab my camera and shoot again. So I really encourage you to try to do this for yourself. So if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you know when all the new videos come up, and you can go back and look at some of the older ones. And then also go to StephenBrookePhotography.com and check out my book, Architectural Photography and Composition. It's loaded with lots of stuff that I know will help your work. So again, thank you for visiting, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.